Hello everybody, I'm going to do a stretching video today. For our equipment, you can use anything that you have handy around the house or just strictly do these moves. Range of motion without a piece of equipment, but I am going to use our PVC pipe. It's just a long slender pipe. So if you have a belt, you can always use that. If you have a broomstick, you can use that. Anything along those lines that's has that wider grip, that distance. But again, you don't necessarily have to have something. We can do it without. So we'll go ahead and get started. Just have a seat in a chair, something that's close by. You can just set the PVC pipe, broom, whatever it is, off to the side. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Start with those hips forward in your chair. Go ahead and take that nice big inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more big inhale and exhale. Go ahead and slowly work our way up, sitting up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back, nice big shoulder rolls. Let's go ahead and come forward with those shoulder rolls. Big shoulder rolls coming forward. Relax the shoulders, go ahead and roll the wrists. Nice big wrist circles. Switch directions. You're going to bring the hands down towards the forearms, palms face up. Very good. Gentle twist towards the arms of the chair, or just a gentle twist side to side. Warm up the back here a little bit. Very good. Go ahead and face forward. We'll grab underneath that right leg. Lift that leg up, kick out at the knee. Warm up our knee here. Go ahead and take that right ankle in a big circle. Switch directions. Go ahead and switch sides. So hands can come underneath that left leg, kick that leg out, warm up that left knee. Left ankle in a nice big circle. Switch directions. Go ahead and relax, coming up to the toes, back onto those heels. Rotate those ankles out and back in. Good, go ahead and relax just that right arm, scooting to the right side of the chair, just a little swing forward and back. Loosen up those shoulders. Good, go ahead and relax, switch sides. So scoot those hips to the left, left arm can swing forward and back. Very good. Go ahead and center yourself again, scooting forward just a hair. Bring those feet out nice and wide. Hands come onto those knees. Upper body goes in that nice big circle. Help us warm up those hips a little bit. Warm up the core in the back here. Nice big circles. And then go ahead and switch directions. Circle in the other way. Very good. Go ahead and relax. If you are comfortable enough, go ahead and stand up, head behind your chair. For the most part, everything we do today, you can do seated as well, okay? So go ahead and stand up if it's comfortable, heading behind that chair. We'll do just a couple moves without that PVC pipe, and then we'll come back to it. So I want us to do those hip circles. Hands can either be on the hips, or you can use the back of the chair. Feet are about hip distance apart here. Taking those hips as big as we can, really pressing them back all the way around. Might feel a little pull in the legs while we bring those hips back. Nice big circles. Same thing, go ahead and switch directions. So we're coming around the other way. Very good. Go ahead and relax, holding onto the back of the chair. Come up to those toes, back onto those heels. Add that little pause as we come up to those toes, coming back onto the heels. Add a little strength, a little balance into this. Very good. Go ahead and relax. Go ahead and grab that PVC pipe. We're going to stretch out those shoulders, do a little range of motion here, grabbing the broom, whatever it is that you have. Like I said, we just have that PVC pipe down here, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and use. With whatever piece of equipment you have, again, if it's uncomfortable using both hands on a piece of equipment, go ahead and have a seat. You can do the exact same moves from a chair, okay? So we'll go ahead and go about shoulder distance apart. You can see that grip there. Just starting down next to the hips, and I want you to bring those arms all the way overhead, just as high as you can. Coming back down to those hips, okay? A nice big range of motion coming overhead and back down. Once you do this a few times, loosening up those shoulders even more, try to pull them back a little farther. You can see in my reflection there. My arms are coming back a little farther, coming back behind the head. Again, just going as far back as you are comfortable there. Go ahead and just do a couple more. And last one, very good. I want you holding it on next to the hips, just doing a little rotation here. So twisting side to side. Watch your surroundings, try to not knock anything off if you are using a broom. Little hip rotation. See how I'm pivoting on those toes, gets myself a little farther as I twist. Very good. Go ahead and face forward again, grabbing it at that shoulder distance. I want you to bring it all the way overhead. Arms are extended. Elbows are a little soft, okay? We're not locking those arms. I want us to just bend a little to the right. When you're ready, come and standing up nice and tall and just switching sides, okay? A little side bend, a little stretch in the side. Taking your time here. Doesn't have to be too fast. Try to not drop too far. Just a nice little stretch there. Last time to the left here. Very good. Bringing it back down to those hips. If you're comfortable doing this, I want the back to stay nice and straight. We're going to reach this bar down towards the toes, okay? I'm going to do a little side angle so you get what I'm talking about. Hands are a nice even grip. Can be a little wider, closer together. Doesn't necessarily matter here. Leaning down. Notice how my back is straight the whole time. You'll kind of feel it in the back of the legs. Coming back up, okay? I want to feel that stretch in the back of my leg. We're not arching the back. We're not bending down, lowering the shoulders. Back stays straight, spine stays long. Just a little bend forward towards those toes, standing up nice and tall. You don't have to drop the shoulders at all. We don't have to try to reach that bar to the floor. Arms can stay tucked in, just a little bend forward. Back is nice and straight, standing up nice and tall. Notice how I'm not dropping my shoulders. I'm not trying to reach those hands towards the floor. Just a little bend in those hips, a little hinge in the hips. Go ahead and do a couple more here. Very good. Go ahead and relax with that PVC pipe. I want you to grab it just the right hand. Okay, so we're going to center that broom, whatever it is again. Just that right hand. We're going to do that open and close the gate where the elbow is tucked into the side. Bar can stay close to the belly. Open up just as wide as you can. Working on a little rotator cuff range of motion here. Go ahead and begin. Just going at your own pace. Tucking it in towards the belly there. Opening it up as wide as we can. Elbow stays tucked. Arm is at that 90 degree. Last one here. Good. Go ahead and switch. So centering that left hand on that bar again here. Same thing. Elbow stays tucked into the side, 90-degree bend. Bar can come next to the belly, just opening it up as wide as we can. Here we go. Again, nice and slow. Focus on that range of motion up there in that rotator cuff and that shoulder. Very good. Go ahead and bring it back into the right hand. Gonna go into those little side bends, like what we would do in class. Grip is centered on that bar. Bring it next to that right hip. Feet are about hip distance apart. Just that little bend down to the right, and we're just gonna stand up nice and tall. Okay, just a little bend using those side core muscles there. Just do a handful on either side. Very good. Go ahead and switch. So same thing. Center that grip with the left hand. Going to that left side. Next to the hip. Little bend. Here we go. Very good. One final time coming back to that right hand. Center that grip. This time, I want us working on a full range of motion, going out as wide as we can, coming forward. So that bar is going to be out in front. Notice how my arm is straight out in front here, not higher than the shoulders. Straight out in front. Bring that bar back as far as we can, then coming back out in front. Okay, open it up as wide as you can, bringing that arm back there. Again, you can start small and then widening it as you go. Once that shoulder warms up a little bit, those muscles stretch out a little bit there. This requires a little shoulder strength, so notice how I'm not dropping my arm at all, keeping it in that same plane. Very good. Let's go ahead and switch. So same thing, left hand is centered, arm is going to be straight, elbow is soft, coming straight out in front there. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and go. Opening it up as wide as we can. Again, you can always work your way up, opening a little wider as we go. I want to combine those two that we just did here. So we're going to do a little transfer. Once you come out in front, we're just switching sides. Open up nice and wide to the right. Other hand meets out in front, switching sides, coming to the left. We'll do a little of this transition. Same thing, opening it up as wide as we can. Just taking it nice and slow. Transitioning out in front there. And rest, very good. We're going to use it on the left hand. Go ahead and set it on the ground if you are using something. If you're not using a PVC pipe, a broom, whatever that looks like, you can hold on to a chair here. Just a little range of motion in that right leg. So using this as a little balance, just swinging that right foot forward, little front leg raise. Okay, taking your time, lifting that right leg forward, bringing it back down to the ground there. Last one. Same side, just coming out to the side. Okay, so we're still using that right side, just a little side leg raise. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and begin. Little hip opener here, little strength for that side leg raise. Last one. And we'll finish going back. So now that straight leg raise, or excuse me, straight leg kick back, bringing that right leg back behind. This is kind of what it looks like from that side angle. That right leg is kicking straight back. Little squeeze in those cheeks muscles. Last one. Very good. Go ahead and switch. So we're just going to use that right hand here to hold on to that PVC pipe, that broom, whatever you have. Want a little steady surface, so again, you can set that down holding onto a chair. With that left leg coming forward there, front leg raise. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and go. Last one here. And rest, very good. Shake those legs out at all if we need. Coming to that side leg raise. Lifting that left leg out to the side. Here we go. Go ahead and do one more. And rest, very good. Last one here for that left side, kicking that left leg back, straight leg kick back. Here we go. Whenever you're ready, taking it at your own pace. Just doing what you can. Little squeeze in that cheek. And rest, very good. We're going to come back to that PVC pipe, holding it. Let's go ahead and do a little wider grip. Notice how it's a little wider than shoulder distance here. Little wider grip. Starting to stretch those shoulders even more. Bring that PVC pipe back overhead, pulling it back just as far as we can. We're just going to hold it here rather than bringing it back down to our hips. Just hold, pressing that bar back as far as we can, opening that chest. Bring it back overhead, bringing the hands in a little bit again here overhead. Hands fall to the right. Feel that pull over here in the side. Again, we're just going to hold it here. So we want to stretch out that side a little extra. Just hold. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back nice and tall and switch, dropping to that opposite side. Good. Go ahead and relax, bringing that bar back down onto the floor. Again, holding onto the chair if you need here. Right leg I want extending out. Heel on the floor, toes come up. A little lean forward. Notice how my knee bends there. Little lean forward. You'll feel a stretch in the back of that calf muscle. Okay, holding on to this bar if you need for a little support. Otherwise, you can do this from a chair. Trying to stretch out those calf muscles here. Go ahead and rest, switching sides. So left foot comes out, heel on the ground, toe comes up, little bend in that right knee. Leaning forward a little bit there, trying to pull those toes back towards you. And rest, very good. Go ahead and set your equipment down if you do have it. We'll have a seat. Go ahead and finish stretching in the chair. Sitting up nice and tall towards the front of that chair. Right arm swings across, left arm tucks it in like fist and release. And go ahead and switch. Left arm's coming across, right arm tucks it in like fist and release. Go ahead and relax, interlacing those fingers. Press those hands forward, a little round in the spine there. Very good. Relaxing right foot can come up, crossing over that left knee. You can always cross that right ankle over the left out in front. Little hip stretch. Sitting up nice and tall, pulling those shoulders back. Focus on that posture there. If we do need to deepen this stretch, leaning forward a little bit. Go ahead and switch. Left ankle crossing that right knee, or again, can cross that right ankle out in front, sitting up nice and tall. Good posture, shoulders pulled back, then a little lean forward to deepen that stretch if you need. Very good. That foot can drop down there. Widen the stance, pressing on those knees or hands coming towards the floor. Feeling that stretch in those inner thigh muscles. Very good. Slowly sitting up, walking those feet in. Right foot comes out in front. Hands overlapping, reaching down towards those toes, or those hands can come onto that opposite knee. Trying to keep that leg as straight as we can here. Relaxing, switching sides, left leg comes out, or reaching down towards those toes, or hands to the opposite knee. Again, that leg is just as straight as we can. Very good. Slowly sitting up nice and tall, just coming up to those toes, back onto our heels. And go ahead and rotate those ankles out and back in. Widening stance if you need to at all. Good. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, but let those shoulders relax. Hands can fall next to the hips. Right ear can fall towards that right shoulder. And then go ahead and switch left ear towards that left shoulder. Then go ahead and tuck that chin down towards the chest. Remember, those shoulders are nice and relaxed. Deepen your stretch. Then go ahead and gently rock the head side to side. Very good. Sitting up nice and tall. Just roll those shoulders back again here. Nice big shoulder rolls. Take a big inhale and we lift those shoulders up. Exhale as we drop them down. And relax. Let's go ahead and make just a few like this and release here. When you're ready, going into those wrist circles. And last time, just switching directions whenever you're ready. Very good. Go ahead and relax. Scoot those hips forward in your chair if you need to here. Go ahead and take that nice big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale, fill those lungs. And exhale. Very good. That was a quick little 20-minute stretch there. So thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, just give Lindsay or I a call.